Then you look into the mirror and you like,
whoa, I got major shrinkage. What happened? Why do it look so short? I had at least, my hair went down to here. Why is my hair shrinking so much?
I don't know about this. I don't know if it's gonna work for me. What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to Jazzy Locks. I'm your girl Jazz and I'm back with another video. And today's video is going to be about having confidence while going through the starter lock phase. Yes, that's something that a good bit of people deal with. It is a struggle. I dealt with it myself. So I want to give you all some insight and let you know how to get through that phase or just how to maneuver with having confidence. So before we get into that video, go ahead and give your girl a big old thumbs up. Any questions you may have for me, just leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to answer that for you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm waiting. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, y'all, so it's time to get real. So how many of y'all have done your research on your locks? You found the right size that you want for your locks, the right parting method. You finally decided, okay, I'm ready to start my locks. Yeah, that happened to me. Yeah, that happened to me too. Yeah, I can relate. Yeah, I can relate to that. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be a dreadhead. So I'm ready for the journey. So you go into your loctician and get your locks installed, or you do your locks yourself. You feeling good, you feeling confident. Then you look into the mirror and you like,
whoa, I got major shrinkage. What happened? Why do it look so short? I had at least, my hair went down to here. Why is my hair shrinking so much? I don't know about this. I don't know if it's gonna work for me.
That's something I went through when I first started my locks. When I first got my locks installed, I had it done into a style because at the time my locks were, or my starter locks was long enough to be able to style it into a style. But once I took those out, I had a major shrinkage. And what that does, it kind of makes you not as confident because society has taught us that short hair is not feminine, it's more masculine. And it makes you just not as confident because you're walking around with starter locks that are very, very short. So because of that, it's really hard to be confident and proud in your locks. Also, you're going around people for the first time and you may have mixed reactions. Some people may be positive about your lock journey. Some people may be negative and asking,
what are you doing with your hair? Or what are your goals with locking your hair? Or why do you want to lock your hair?
And at that moment, because you're already kind of unsure of your locks and because you're receiving that negativity, it's hard to just embrace it. I understand. I totally went through the same thing. And it was really hard for me as well because at the time, I worked at a job that dealt with the public. I worked at the Department of Driver Services. So you have to hold yourself to a certain standard. You have to look polished, you have to look neat all the time. And not saying locks are not polished or neat, but you know, as we all know, locks need a negative stereotype. So it was really hard for me to remain confident, not with an S on the end, Jazz. But I'm here to tell you all that it gets better. Even after the third or fourth day after you done got your starter locks installed, now your locks starting to look a little messy and you don't like that it doesn't look neat and uniform. So it may be hard to just accept it. And we got to understand that locks are not meant to be all neat. Of course, when we get that new retwist, we feel like, hey, yes, of course. Yes! But locks are not meant to be perfect. Locks are meant to be frizzy. Like my hair is frizzy right now. You don't want to get your hair retwist often because if you do, it can cause breakage. It can cause damage. You want to be able to leave your starter locks alone so they can go ahead and bud and do what they need to do and go ahead and lock. And then main thing is don't compare your locks to others. Somebody else's locks may take a while to lock, while yours may lock within a few months. Somebody's may take a year, somebody may take 3 months. You just can't compare. Your journey is your journey. And I know sometimes what happens, you get on Instagram, you type in hashtag locks, hashtags lock journey, and you start to see everybody else locks. You begin to compare your locks to theirs. You can't do that. Everybody's journey is different. You have to do what's best for you. Your locks may look this way, another person's may look this way. Some locks are small, some thoughts. Lord Jesus, not thoughts.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Some locks are small, some locks are thicker than others. You just can't compare your journey. Everybody's journey is going to be different. You can always do stuff such as leave the first few rows out and get you a beanie to cover up your locks. You can wear different headscarves, tie them cute different ways. And it's wintertime. You can wear a hood, you can wear a hat. But if you do wear a hat, I would suggest to make sure that you put a satin scarf underneath it and then wear a hat, because hats sometimes can cause damage due to the material. And I know it's frowned upon to cover up your locks whenever you're going through the journey, because people feel as if you should just enjoy the journey itself, which I kind of do believe that you appreciate your lock journey a lot more when you're able to wear your hair out and see the difference that you're making, you know, as you transition through each journey. But it's not for everybody. If you're someone who wants, if you're a lady, you're a person who wants to wear your wig while you're going through your lock journey, go ahead, sis. It's okay. You can wear your wig. If you're a person who wants to get instant locks because you don't want to go through the starter lock phase, that's okay as well. You can get your starter locks. It's no judgment. You just do what's best for you and what's best for your hair. With me, I wore my locks out in the beginning. Honey, I put my big old hoop earrings on. Sometimes I wore a hat when I could, but for the most part, I just kept it moving. I just kept it going. I wore my locks out. And at first, I wasn't as confident, but as time went on, you couldn't tell me nothing about my baby locks, honey. I had it going on, far as you knew, your mama knew, and everybody else, honey. You couldn't tell me nothing. But it took a while for me to get there. And if I would have went with my first initial thought when I wasn't feeling confident and combed them out, then I would have been having to start all over, and I probably would have regretted it, and only to start locking it again if I would have combed them out. So I'm glad I was able to wait it out and just see and understand it's part of the process. But anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, just go check some videos out on YouTube. It's a great amount of people who's going to let you know it's part of the journey, and that locks, you just have to have patience, you know. It's going to get better. But I wish you the best of luck on your lock journey. I want you to come back to my video in a few months once you have gotten through the starter lock phase and let me know how it's going for you. Don't comb your locks out. It's not worth it. Appreciate your locks, love your locks, enjoy the starter lock phase. It's all a part of it. But if you have any more questions for me, feel free to let me know. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Deuces.